Well, we are back. With unfortunately a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning near Eureka as of this time, Strattenberg. A violent tornado on the ground. Very strong tornado. This is going to be... My computer just froze. This is a confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado. None of my graphics are loading. Dude, none of my graphics are loading. There we go. We're getting it all loaded. I don't know why, but nowadays it just does not load right. Okay, there we go. Current time is... large, violent tornado. Currently this is entering Wayne County here, as we do again have a large and strong tornado on the ground right now. Sorry, I just got woken up by the alert. Wow, just violent storm here. The PDS tornado warning was issued at 2:15. I know I'm about 15 minutes late, but we're here, and that's all that counts right now. It is a large tornado. From what I have seen, you guys need to definitely be in shelter if you're in the path of this. Let's go and get a storm track on it. It's going to be moving to the northwest. Black Creek, you have 16 minutes getting your tornado safe place. This is a strong tornado ongoing. It's going to be crossing United States Highway 117 here within the next few, and we've still got a debris signature. Wow. Albeit, it is weakened. We do have a debris signature ongoing with this cell here near Eureka. And a particularly dangerous situation has been issued because of the intensity of the gravity we are seeing. Albeit, it has weakened. That's good news. However, this is still a strong tornado in my opinion, just based off of everything I'm seeing with it. And then it'll be crossing up here near United States Highway 301 here within the next 20 minutes before entering and taking over I-95 within about 32 minutes. Looks like there's some debris fallout here in Eureka. That's what it looks like. There is debris fallout. Wow. No, not display 1, display 2. But again, this is a dangerous, do you think it's going to hit us? I don't know where you live, so I mean, I would have no clue. I don't even know what city. You didn't include any information in that, so I can't tell you if it's going to hit you or not. But, this is your tornado right here, and this is debris fallout. This is falling from the tornado. It's falling from the sky. You guys need to be in your safe place. and this is going to continue up to the northwest. So Fremont, you need to be in your safe place. Even though it doesn't look like the tornado is going to hit you, you're going to have debris fall out. It's common with these stronger tornadoes. We still have an indication that it's on the ground. It's still there. I'm thinking it may not be rain wrapped too, which is certainly good news to see it by Storm Chaser standard. Alright, let me go to Twitter here, and I will see if I can get any view of the storm. Again, at 2:15, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Snow Hill, or 12 miles southwest of Farmville, moving northwest at 35. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Hashtag NCWX. We have dropped that one tornado warning for Waltonsburg. No, there is nothing. Hey, currently in Wilson, looking like any... You need to take shelter if you're in Wilson. If you're in Wilson, North Carolina, you need to be in your tornado safe place, like, within now. It does not look to hit Wilson, but here's the thing. Debris fallout is likely. This is not one of your typical weak tornadoes with hurricanes. This is a strong tornado. Looks like the debris has fanned out. Just look at that debris fallout. I'm not even sure if that's debris fallout or if that could actually be a tornado right here. That is, wow. Some of the most intense debris fallout I have. That might be a tornado. Just straight up. So this area in the pink box, you need to be in your tornado safe place, because this randomly developed and now it's a stronger tornado. Let's wait on the next scan here, which should come in about 2 minutes. There's a lot of debris being shown on radar. But yeah, Wilson needs to definitely be in their safe place, with Black Creek, Saratoga, Stratonsburg, Eureka, Fremont, Lucama. You guys all need to be in your safe place, because, wow. There's not much on CC. What is it hitting? What did it hit? Yeah, yeah, you definitely. And there's another storm that could potentially produce a tornado, so you need to watch out for that too. But it should be moving off to the northwest. It hit Snow Hill, didn't it? Okay, not that many structures impacted. Certainly good news. They have dropped it to a tornado confirmed. That's good news. It means that tornado has weakened, but there is so much debris fallout. Wow. I'm speechless. This is probably an F3, in my opinion, just from the debris fallout. Let's get an updated storm track. There's something wrong with correlation coefficient. Let me check radar scope here. So I want to make sure this is not just a me thing, because that tornado, if it's still there, yeah, it's even on, radar scope, so, I don't know. Here in Wilson, too, you need to be in your safe place. It does not look to be hitting Wilson. Looks to, of course, stay to the southwest. But the thing about it is, there's a lot of debris fallout. Back on December 10th, 2021, there was the Mayfield tornado, and I saw debris fallout, like, all within here. It was, wow. So you definitely need to be in your shelter. Even if you're in, was it Lacama? You guys also need to be in your safe place. You guys are currently seeing debris fallout. It is extremely dangerous. Trying to put this out to as many people as possible, so sorry if I'm looking at my phone. I'm trying to repost this on, like, Instagram, things like that, because this is a very dangerous situation. I have not seen that intense of a... Is that hail? No. There's a lot of turbulence. Yeah. Low ZDR. Everything tells me, and it's screaming to me, that there's a tornado on the ground. Still. It may be weaker than what it just was, but the debris fallout is some of the strongest I've ever seen, other than December 10th, 2021. This is the strongest debris fallout I have ever seen. There we go. It's now posted everywhere on all my socials except Instagram, but I'm live on Instagram, so I mean, that should do. Black Creek, you are directly in the path of this. Take a look. What's it? It's hitting a bunch of trees, so it may be still a strong tornado, but it's hitting trees, not visible. But I can definitely tell you, that's rotation right there. Let's go back over to Instagram. It's going to be heading off to the northwest. It's going to get an updated storm track. Wilson, half of Wilson has been cut out of that tornado warning. So if you're on the eastern and northeastern side of Wilson, you guys can come out of your safe place. If you're on the western, southwestern, and northwestern side of Wilson, you need to stay in your safe place. That is a National Weather Service call, and I agree with that. What I'm going to try to do, how far away are we from the radar? Should be a good distance to get a good 3D of the storm. I can move it over here until I get what I'm trying to show you guys. No, it's not showing up. Okay. I can tell where your tornado is based off of reflectivity. Right here. That's your tornado. That whole thing is not your tornado. Your tornado is smaller, but your debris field is what I call it. It's a debris field. It's much larger than the tornado, and therefore you'll see a much wider area. But that looks to be a tornado in my opinion. It's just not hitting a lot. Because that... Unless if I'm not seeing something in this area, I don't know the terrain of the area, but if it was hills, it would be all over. And that's what I'm thinking, that's debris fallout. Right there. And some just strong rotation. Wow. And new tornado, what? The National Weather Service is saying something. I don't exactly know what. I don't know why there's 2 tornado warnings on it. But, and that just confuses me because it for sure looks like it's on the ground. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind it's on the ground. I'm gonna go with the flow, I guess. National Weather Service does know what they're doing. But that is intense debris fallout. If you guys live in this area, what is this terrain that I'm dealing with? Is this hills? Is it kind of flat? Is it a mixture? I'm trying to debate if that's debris fallout or what that is. Still, I'm not even going to end live until I know what's happening here. That can't be hill. That's got to be debris fallout. Wow. I'll go over to Twitter, see what's going on over there. Should I get NCWX? Again, there is no tornado on the ground as of this time. Yeah, there's nothing on Twitter that tells me that that's debris fallout or not debris fallout. But I can say the tornado is off the ground. I mean, that's good news. I'm actually surprised that this even made it this far. Especially because these tropical storms, they don't produce strong tornadoes usually. We had Hurricane Beryl, which did produce quite a few more strong tornadoes. Tornado is confirmed to be 15 miles according to ring cameras. I mean, how are you finding that out? I'm trying to decide whether to say it's a tornado, but it looks to be falling apart. My only concern is now debris fallout. Right as I say, I think it's going to fall off right there. Wow. That's debris fallout. It's moving away from the storm. That is debris. I can also confirm this in another way. Take a 3D sample of it. Okay, what was that? Positioning. Wow. I need to find that's much better. Got on ring download. I'm getting alerts from the app. Can you visually see the tornado? That's not debris fallout. I think it... Wow. Right there. Yeah, it's on the ground. I was right. Yeah, that is a tornado on the ground. That might actually be strong. 78 on top of 25. 78. That's about 100 mile an hour right there. 90 something for sure. So far, no. Okay. Wilson, half of Wilson is fine, half of Wilson is not. If you're on this western side of Wilson here, you need to be in your tornado safe place. Like, I'm trying to show you guys as much as I can. But this is a tornado on the ground. It's redeveloped. There you go. They've reconfirmed it. At 2:46 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located near Lucama, or 20 miles north of Goldsboro, moving northwest at 35. And so they have reconfirmed that this is a tornado on the ground. I figure they'll cut Wilson out of that warning here soon. 100. So I'm saying 71. And I'll place marker. Delta velocity of 91, so it's at least... I can't do the delta velocity because delta velocity is in knots. Yeah, Wilson is good now. You guys can come out of your tornado safe place. And velocity's broke. Again. Wow. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Remove marker. What are we hitting? We are hitting houses. We are hitting houses. Not good. Before we get back to that flash flood emergency for these areas in that white kind of polygon right here. We'll go back down here real quickly. I'm not seeing much that would concern me. Right now, this is that main concerning tornado because it's on the ground. Something I thought I wouldn't be waking up at 1 a.m. to do, but hey, it's worth it. There ain't no hail on it. Should be getting a radar update again. No, okay. It's hitting houses. 61 on top of 39. Yeah, it's about the same. So this is still a tornado on the ground. Yes, I realize some of my images are wrong. I don't have anything to replace it as of now. Oh my God. Are they going to trigger it again? Yes. Normalize. What is V-rot? No, I want marker. 48.6. That is, I believe that's in the range of a tornado emergency, if I'm right. Either way, this is now a strong tornado and not something to mess around with. Wow. Excuse me. There you go. Particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. New one has been issued. What? No, there we go. At 2:50 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located 7 miles southwest of Wilson, or 20 miles north of Nashville, moving northwest at 35 miles an hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, damaging tornado. Source, radar confirmed. I'm going to read the precautionary actions. To repeat, a large and extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. We are seeing debris fall out again. Wow. Wow. That is the third strongest correlation coefficient or CC drop I have seen this year. That's only the third strongest. This right here looks to be debris fallout. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that expand into a wider area within the next scan or two. Sorry if I'm stuttering. I was woken up to go live because of this. My friend said, hey, there's a strong tornado and it needs covered. So I'm like, okay. It's my choice to cover these, but, you know, I'm not gonna say no to this because this is violent. 68 on top of 23. Yeah. That's 80. Still strong circulation, though, at the end of the day. Do not wait to see or hear this tornado, though. If you are in the path of the... Now I can't even differentiate what's a tornado here. Wow. That occluded. Yeah, I think that tornado's done. I think that tornado is done. I want to take a look at the next velocity scan just to make sure, but wow. And that's how fast these tornadoes can happen, just like that. We saw it for 2 scan. Yeah, it is weakened considerably. I'm going to wait and see the next National Weather Service move. I would wait for another CC scan just to make sure this is, again, a particularly dangerous situation. And where there's supposed to be a CC drop, there is nothing. Which raises a concern that this, again, right here is debris fallout. Debris fallout is with your stronger, more violent tornadoes. Or I should say debris fallout like this. So I want to... Velocity matches up, though, so that's probably a tornado still on the ground. Just... I do this like this. I'm gonna storm relative that. Move that over to here for now. Okay, what's up with issuing a ton of tornado warnings for a singular storm? I'm gonna have to go with that's a tornado still right there. Hey. Now, let's wait on the next velocity scan. While we do that, go back to this screen. Sorry, I'm constantly switching screens. If it's a tornado, it's probably right there. That's not a good velocity scan. That's a special weather statement. Oh. Okay. That is a... stuff I don't usually see happen in a tornado. Fremont, go back in your trail safe place. You guys are under a new tornado warning. I know you guys just had to take your safe place just a minute ago, but you guys are right back into one, so. And these are from that hurricane that's currently over in this area here, somewhere. I'm not close enough to it to see where it's actually centered at, but incredibly strong debris fallout. Excuse me. While we wait, I'm gonna try something. Because I'm not trying to spread any more misinformation than I already... in my bottom scroll text that shows all the risk areas, because that ain't current. Know what I can do, though. Looks like the tornado was lifted. I'm gonna have it on that image for now, the one it's currently on, until I just figure out something. That's right there's your tornado. Yeah, that's still on the ground. So all started back near Snow Hill when it first developed. Became a pretty strong tornado, weakened. Moved off and then probably dissipated, or I think it didn't dissipate. I think it's a continuous tornado. National Weather Service thinks it dissipated, but I don't. What are we hitting? We're hitting highways and homes. There's nothing on normalized rotation. Normalized rotation is usually a pretty good measurement to see how fast a tornado is spinning or how strong it is. But hurricane tornadoes are so much more different somehow. I'm still learning about normalized velocity, normalized rotation, so I've still got to learn all the basics of it. I just know how to use and interpret it. But I know how to read everything else on this except that. Because it's algorithm based and not like something the radar scans for. Thank you for covering the storm. It woke me up too. I got a call saying, hey, strong tornado on the ground, so that's why I'm live. It's going to be crossing State Highway 581 right about now. I'm going to do something that will help the stream with better quality in the camera. I'll be right back. Got my studio light. They're going to have another tornado warning. No, that's the same tornado warning I just said about. Here's your rotation. I think a tornado might be on the ground. There ain't not a lot of reflectivity, but I think a tornado's on the ground there too. Middlesex, you need to be in your safe place, as well as Bailey, Sims. If it's still on the ground, it's right here. I'm gonna wait till a velocity scan comes in and I can then interpret that, but could be getting debris fallout. Looks like the tornado is much weaker than it once was, but it is still a tornado. It is not lifted. And it's hitting homes. It's doing damage. Ain't Middlesex like popular in North Carolina? No, there's no weather cameras in there. I was about to say I could get a view of it. Still a tornado on the ground. Weakened, but a tornado. There's still a clear indication here on reflectivity. Right here. Should be getting a new scan here soon. I want to remind everyone this is a flash flood emergency. You guys need to be in higher ground, like, immediately. Because you're still going to be receiving more rain from this tropical storm, Debbie. That's in that area. Yeah, it's weak. It is weakened quite a bit. The debris fanning we saw from earlier right here, that debris fanning has weakened too, so that brings me hope. Because it's still hitting enough, and it is crossing over water, so that may be the reason we're seeing lower valued. But let's hope it's actually weakening. They are going to continue this. As of 3:02 Eastern Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located between Emmett and Bailey, or 17 miles northeast of Smithville, moving northwest at 35 miles an hour. Again, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Radar confirmed tornado. Just broader rotation. It's pretty broad, but also there's just something wrong. I've got to kind of fix an algorithm that I have too, so I'm gonna see if there's any spotter reports. I don't want to give any information away, but okay, thank God. Spotter network, current activity. Oh, nothing. Got it. I was dead asleep. Thank God for the mornings. Yeah, it's really useful to have them. I mean, they've woken me up when I wasn't expecting severe weather, and I'm supposed to know it all, so. The tornado does not look to be on the ground anymore. That's what we're hoping for. What type of environment is it in? Just genuinely curious about this now. I am surprised it's even a strong tornado. Wow. my thing is, it only has 557 joules per kilogram mixed layer cape. And it's produced a strong tornado. Wow. It's definitely a rain-wrapped tornado. Let's see. It's weakened quite a bit, so I do not think the tornado's on the ground, which is why I'm analyzing it now. So I can see if it's going to do it again or what. Because I don't want to leave with this. There's absolutely no lightning in this. Do I have lightning turned on? Yeah, I do. I'm going to drop it down to a confirmed tornado until I see what's happening with it, but I do not think that it's a tornado or a strong tornado at that. This is radar right here, so this right here is that radar. So we're pretty close to the ground, so we would be able to see any debris that is kicking up. And that is the best news about it, being close to this radar. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's not a tornado anymore. We'll wait one more scan to confirm it, but we're also getting more environmental updates. There we go. I think that's just a radar scan issue right there with debris fallout. The National Weather Service has been pretty consistent, so I think we'll receive an update from them within the next 3 minutes, saying that the tornado's not on the ground. But I still want the graphic up just in case it is, and we're, yep, there. Still saying it's on the ground. I'm going to read it out to you guys. At 3:08 a.m., a confirmed tornado was located near Bailey, or 17 miles northeast of Smithville. Thankfully, they didn't issue another tornado warning. That gives me enough time to check down here. Some rotation currently centered over Pikeville, right here, and potentially a second rotation right there. Everything aligns. And I will say this, storms are tilted, so you'll have your base here, and maybe you'll have your CC drop here, but your velocity here. It's normal. But usually it'll line up sometimes, and those are the best times. But I'm going to call out some flash flood warning areas for now. Chatham, Harnett, Johnson, Lee, Nash, Wake, Wayne, and Wilson counties. You guys are under a flash flood warning until 9:15 a.m. Bladen, Columbus, and Robeson, you guys are under a flash flood emergency until 5 a.m. Anson, Hope, Montgomery, Moore, Richland, Scotland, and Stanley County, you guys are under a flash flood warning until 7:30. Dillon, Florence, Horry, Marion, Williamsburg, you guys are under a flash flood warning until 5 a.m. Brunswick, Columbus, Horry, same thing, 5 a.m. Cumberland, Hope, Sampson, and Scotland until 3:45. The reason I'm calling out those warnings in specific, those are flash flood considerables and emergencies. And there is nothing on velocity anymore. I mean, on correlation coefficient that tells me there's a tornado. Everything is ramping down, especially the most unstable cape, which is at 1,089 joules per kilogram. And it's just not supportive at all for a tornado. But I will say that there is 37.6 knots of shear. So it could still ramp back up. But it's moving into a worse environment than it's in. I don't think it's going to produce a tornado. Wilson's fine. I gotta update the title though. Tornado near Clayton. What do I... Okay. I'm not even going to call out a specific location. There we go. Sorry about that. I haven't been able to update it since. We're probably... I'm estimating 20 miles from Wilson. There's not a tornado on the ground anymore. I can say that with enough confidence, too. From what started as a weak tornado at one point near Snow Hill, turning into a pretty substantial tornado. New tornado Wilson. Wilson is not under a tornado warning. These sirens may be going off in Wilson because this is extremely close to Wilson. But the closest city to Wilson in this tornado warning is Leukemia. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. But if your phones are going off, that's... Oh, Northern Joco County. Or that's what I think that's his. Oh, Johnson County. Yeah, that is a new tornado warning. So, and it expires in 30 minutes. Localma. Oh. Yeah, okay. Localma. Oh. I'm not good with town names. I do want to see something at... Oh, wrong button. I should have known better. What is that? Alright, let's... Okay. Let's go back south where... Oh, my... A tornado is very likely heading up to the northwest near Kinley. What's on that path? Fremont, you still need to be in your shelter. Micro, Kinley, Middlesex, still. Even though you just had a tornado warning, you guys are back under it once again. Pikeville, stay in your safe place for about 5 minutes, and you guys should be clear out of your safe place. Let's wait on the next reflectivity return, and we'll see if I'm right that it's going to produce a tornado. That is strong rotation. Rotation is being seen up to 7,000 feet in the air. Wow. That's where I talk about storms are extremely tilted. Is how you can be at the ground level, because we are, what? 1,000 feet. Nightdale, Wendell, Zebulon, New Hope. You guys are now under a tornado warning. Please take your tornado precautions. looks like a new area of rotation is trying to develop. Right there, that is a hooking feature. I'm going to count this. This is one embedded supercell. This is your second embedded supercell. That is amazing. Both of them are rotating. One not as bad as the other. The northern one right here is still rotating pretty rapidly. We're seeing winds on that northern side of 78 mile an hour, potentially. But still not a tornado. I think I'm coming down with cold. Okay, I'm glad Hannah is fine. Go back over to Spotter Network. I want to see if... Is there anyone in this area? Oh, there's someone in the area. Not trying to give away too many spotter locations, but it is public. There's nothing being reported on Spotter Network as of now. I will storm track this. Have I set it to motion? Yep. It's going to be coming really close to Princeton, near United States Highway 70. But it's going to go near Micro and then move off to the northwest. This one's moving northeast, the more populated farmland in Micro and Kinley, yeah. It's actually the only reason I'm live right now, because I have to be up at 8 my time. Yeah, we don't have basements and no news coverage right now. There should be news coverage. If there's not news coverage... Wow. I actually have to be up at like 6 o'clock my time, so... Oh. There's a lot more to this tornado than to this storm than there is that northern one. But the only downside to it is it's only got 809 joules per kilogram, which is good news. It's Kate. Something that is essential. But this is a hurricane storm. So I'm trying to... Wow. That RFD is really flowing. You'll have that RFD push on that hook, and that's why we're seeing probably what I'm thinking is a mezzo handoff. And this one has weakened quite a bit in there. That's why I'm also thinking that. What is velocity showing? This is velocity. I think there's a mezzo handoff being taken place. South of 580, to the west of 581. It's not showing up on my highways. But it wouldn't match up with reflectivity. What it is showing is a pretty broad rotation. I'll show it through here because that is the only way. Right here. But I'm factoring in the storm tilt. And nothing right there, though. So I think it... So what will happen in a mezzo handoff, these are very common. You'll see you'll have one rotation here, and then another one will form right somewhere within here. This one will die off, and you'll have this one become dominant. And that's what I'm seeing. Hooker 10. Oh, wow. Snow Hill, it's probably best if you go take your tornado safe place, because that is some rotation. That's not too high off the ground either. Back up north towards Windall. Very broad rotation right within this area here. That's confirmed it. 1.1. Yeah, very weak. Yeah, new tornado warning, Snow Hill. Walstenburg. You guys are now under a new tornado warning. Is there any METAR in this area? Ooh. This is incredibly useful now. I want to see what it's peaked up to. Gusting to 26. Okay. Something tells me that's going to come increasingly stronger with the next few minutes. Let's get a storm track on this one, though. This is an area already impacted by a pretty strong tornado. How fast is it moving? It's heading towards heavily populated area in the triangle, but still no live news coverage. Oh my, I forgot about Raleigh. Ooh. Wow. Yeah. If there ain't no news coverage, I would file some complaints there. Yeah, these news stations, they're paid to do this. Thank you. I'm trying my best, but my mind is half awake, half asleep. So I'm not working as well. I'm about to dual screen this because I can't keep on all three of these tornadoes. Let's not hate on news stations because there's probably a good reason in them not being live. I don't like taking... But, wait. There's meteorologists that look like they work for news stations posting on Twitter, so I figure there should be a news station, though. There we go. Precursor to a tornado right there. Weaker rotation just to the west of Snow Hill. Back up towards Raleigh. Increasing signs of strengthening rotation towards Raleigh. Thank you. Wendell. Nightdale, New Hope. You guys need to be in your safe place. Let's go ahead and track this as it goes into Raleigh. It should go to northwest Raleigh. Okay, that's what I thought, but it'll be just to the northwest of New Hope in 15 minutes before being out of that warning in about 20 minutes. Rotation starting to form off to the east of Princeton, or northeast of Princeton. Very broad, but still something to watch incredibly closely. And still some rotation near Greene County. WRAL just came on there. That's good news. Because I can't keep up with all three of these tornado warnings without dual screening, which is what I'm going to do anyways. Because Raleigh's just too populated. Yeah, it's more than what I thought it would be today. They are splitting the screen with the Olympic. The Olympics are not important. Yeah. No, not all of these have to be that strong. Did somebody just enter my house? Okay. That's not good. No, I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna turn off spotter location, so. Because I don't need them right now. Rotation off just to the, again, west of Pikeville. Heading towards Micro and Neely. That should become a tornado with the next few. Or it's going to weaken extremely strong. Extremely fast. Leukemia. I think. Leukoma. Leukoma. You guys are still in that warning box, however, you guys should be fine. Stay in your safe place about 3 minutes. Fremont, you guys are good. Pikeville, you guys are good. If you're along and west of US 117. Yeah, it's cranking up, but Fremont and Pikeville are good to come out of their safe place. Along and west of 117. Along and east. If you are west of 117, do not come out of your safe place. East. My mind is not working right now, so sorry about that. Okay, I don't need that much radar data. Looks like a feeder band, maybe. Not a feeder. I'm so sorry I'm messing up tonight. I can't even draw. Looks like maybe an inflow notch start trying to develop right there off that RFD surge. That would make the most sense right there. Rotation to the southwest of Neely is weak. Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia should be fine. I don't know where that's at. Right now, you guys need to watch later tomorrow, though. Let me see, where is this? Norfolk. Oh yeah, you guys will be fine tonight. You can sleep or do what you need to do. You guys have like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to worry about. If we go back to Snow Hill here, broad rotation, but still enough to be picked up right here. Sorry, my marker blends in perfectly with the color of the velocity, but it's normally not every day that I have to circle that type of rotation where storm relative velocity ain't showing it as good. There we go. Storm relatives back. Yay. We'll move it back down there. Remove radar data. Oh, I forgot I have watches on. We had an EF1 touchdown in Funquay. Yeah, you guys did, but it was, oh, NEF1. I didn't know the actual rating of it. Yeah. No, not that. I'm gonna turn off smoothing. Again, sorry if the coverage ain't as good as it usually is. I'm sleepy. I know most of you guys are probably sleepy because some of you guys are probably waking up to this loud thunder or even these tornado warnings. There ain't no lightning though, or much lightning being picked up. There may be lightning, but I didn't have a drink because I didn't think I'd be going live at 2:30 my time. So, sorry about that. It's going to be crossing now Interstate 95 and United States Highway 301. As soon as it passes off to the north of that, I'm going to watch this. And then we can clear off Neely and Micro. But you guys still need to be in your safe place. We're gaining Cape. We're gaining more shear. It's a pretty good environment. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. I think we moved that warning just a little bit too north, but okay. I'm good with it. Currently, that's your tornadic rotation with that cell. Let's take back look here near the Wendell storm, which is now too close to the radar. That sucks. Is there a tower? It'll work. I can actually see the rotation. Here's your tornadic rotation. Near Nightdale, moving off to the northwest. Let's get a storm track on that real quickly. It's going to be moving off northwest. It'll be out of the warning here in 10 minutes. It's going to be crossing US 401 and United States 1. Didn't know that was US 1. Here within about 12, 13, 14 minutes. That would match up with the tower radar. We're too close to the Raleigh radar right here, K-Rax. But we're perfect distance from this tower here. That's why I love having a tower nearby all these big radar sites. Is because when we get into like the radar gets hit by a tornado, it's in that circle we call, I can't think of it, the cone of silence. It's really good for that. Now your rotation's not even on the tower anymore. Let's give it another scan here. I think they scan once a minute. Something like that. Yeah. Rotation is definitely weakened out, but I do see some rotation just over Nightdale. But it is definitely weakened. New radar scan over here. this is the rotation I'm dealing with. Broad rotation right there where that white line is. Starting. At your track, it'll kind of go over the same area this Nightdale Wendell storm is doing. Are we all of a sudden back in good radar coverage? What is... That makes a lot more sense. Reading tower data is not the easiest thing when you're half asleep. Let's go back to... Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Impressive storm structure. Very impressive, actually. The good thing about using a tower, these are rarely used. So I'm not going to have feed congestion. Feed congestion is when there's so many people using one radar. Of course, your bigger products, like news stations, they will come first with this. And then, like, GR2 Analyst. Amazing radar. The servers will get full when there's, like, millions of people looking at the same radar. And that's what I'm saying here is... I think the storm is occluding now, which is good news. Oh, wow, impressive. The rotation's right there. If I can draw. Might have to box it, but... As a rotation right there, it's going to be moving off to the northeast. It's going to storm track on it. It's going to be out of that warning within 5 minutes, 6 minutes. It'll be near I could say this earlier. Stansonsburg. Wilson here within 30 minutes, 29. It'll enter Nash County in 45 and be near Spring Hope in an hour. New tornado warning for Wilson. This time, Wilson, you are directly in the path of this. Live. And I'm live because Raleigh looks to take a hit from a tornado. Not a tornado on the ground right now, but still something dangerous. Might become another tornado soon. Take a look at METAR. Or METAR. METAR. Frederick, yes, it is going straight for Wilson. Just straight up, it's going straight for Wilson. This is Wilson right here, and it's going to clip. And this is still, it can wobble, it can move, it can do something, it can die. It can die. No, it's not a confirmed tornado. You would see this, there's no confirmed tornado. You would see this if it was confirmed. Or if it was strong, you would see pink with PDS on it. That's why I used my tornado warning stuff like that. That way people can differentiate. And also, like the warning legend below me, if you are having a hard time reading what tornado warnings are what, you can look right below me and you'll see a perfect example of them. Let's go back over to Raleigh here. The rotation is broadened out even on the tower radar, so Good news. Raleigh may not get a tornado warning. Bad news, it still might. Good news, towers scan every minute. Most of them do. I think these are some of the towers back from 1970s. When, like, after the World War II, when the Navy gave the national... I can't think of what it was called back then. Radars to put around the world. Not... world. Yes. World. I was going to take a look back here near the kindling micro. You guys come out of your safe place now. Your threat is over. We are just dealing with now Middlesex. You should be fine. But stay in your safe place until the storm gets out of into near Wendell before coming out of your safe place. After Raleigh and Wilson gets hit, if there's a tornado warning or not, I'm not working with much sleep tonight. Over the past, 6 days due to this tropical storm, I have seen maybe 10 hours of sleep in total for 6 days. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing heavy lifting. I'm working on building a house. So I need some more sleep. But it doesn't look likely. I want to see if I can pick up anything off the K-Rax radar in Raleigh. It is. And it sucks. Someone who starts school in less than a week. Yeah. It really sucks. So. But this is what I'm passionate about, so I feel like I can do it. Broad rotation north of New Hope. I'm not putting too much into that becoming a tornado. But still, because Raleigh is so incredibly close to this, we are going to continue a dual screen radar view of it. At least until we're past Raleigh and Wilson. But there's still... Oh. I wonder if they're going to reissue. I don't think they will. Yeah, Debbie has really messed with me. So did Beryl. I was supposed to go to church camp, which I did. But man, had to make a hard decision there. Wilson, it's coming up to you guys in about 40 minutes. 35, 40 minutes. And this is your only tornado warning. So after this, I'm going to sleep. And this one expires in 30 minutes. So unless if I see some good signs, we're going to be here a long time. Plus, I think we're going to see another tornado warning near Clayton. The Raleigh storm just did not look enough impressive. Wow. So should I just stay downstairs? Go into your tornado safe place. Ooh. Extensive damage to Springfield Middle School. Yes, you need to be in your trail safe place if you're in Wilson. Extensive. What do we mean extensive? I know what extensive means, don't get me wrong, but wow. That's your rotation right there, just to the west of Stansenberg. It is coming up to Wilson. It's going to extremely cut Wilson by the west. But still, Wilson, all of Wilson needs to be in their tornado safe place. What county is this in? Wilson County. I'm going to try to get a Broadcastify audio feed. North Carolina. Wilson. Alright, I have audio being played, so I can... Just to be safe, I'm going to add the Central Carolina Skywarn. There's an injury. Confirmed fire department over scanner. I'm gonna turn it down because that is way loud. This is your current rotation right here. I've got Wilson City Fire Department. Where did my image? I don't blame them either, but what? Did it really just break? Come on. That's what I have to do, is advertise during this. Okay. Sorry if you guys hate the fact that I'm advertising my socials. That's what I gotta do to keep that up. I like it being neat. That's your rotation, though. Storms are tilted, so give it some space there. And now it looks like the rotation's right here. The bathrooms in your house are against exterior. I'll go into an interior room. Mobile homes are not safe. That's usually... Makes sense. The second I draw something, you shall update. Yes, I realize I've been doomed to that one. They're currently... Wait, where did the spotter report go? Oh. They're currently dispatching fire department out of Wilson to go back into Wilson after the storm hits. I'm trying to confirm something. Just give me a second. What would this be? At 3:51 a.m. Yeah. Sorry about that. I needed some information off of that, and the way I know how to do that is to read it. To Springfield Middle School. There we go. That has been updated. I try to get out as much information as I can get out to people, and that's one way to do it, is using my phone to use social media, so I don't have to take my eyes completely off this screen right here. That way I can still have an eye on both. Gonna lean back just a little bit. Again, after the storm passes Wilson, if it does not strengthen, our coverage will end. And tomorrow, we should not have to have any coverage. But, wow. I'm gonna find one specific stationary. Got it. I'm trying to get any information I can on this storm to relate to you guys. Raleigh, severe flash flood warning considerable. It's been, but I haven't been able to pay attention to it. Flash flood warning. This is a flash flood emergency for Bladen Borough. Not something that's ever issued often, unless if you're in Arizona. That is insane. Wow. That's insane. Just because of that feature, I'm gonna have to look at it on that tower radar. I know Wilson's under whoa. That hook's even visible on the tower, so that might produce a tornado because that RFD surge is surging up again. Let's wait on the next radar scan here. They just canceled something, and I don't know what they canceled. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning. Got it. That's good news. That flash flood emergency expires at 5 a.m. Starting to see some strengthening in that rotation, so that's certainly bad news if it does anything towards Wilson. If they don't Tor warn that, probably. Okay, they've got somebody in this storm. They told him to stay in his car. And to try to get out of its path. So I'm guessing he's probably I-95 area. Ooh, that's not good for that ham operator. Ooh. Can I update it for that storm? No damage to Governor Hunt Road. There's damage to a church. So that's bad. Wouldn't surprise me if this tries anything after Wilson. Yeah, I was watching that, I think. I don't know. I've been live an hour and 32 minutes. Ugh. The tornado was not 2.4 miles. They're reading the whole tornado warning out, and I am shocked that you're reading the whole warning out like that. Like, they're including the precautionary actions to people who are spotting. So that's good news. I mean, I did not catch that phase. There is debris being reported here near Wilson County. Didn't get the exact location, but if you are in Wilson, hope you're in a safe place. Yeah. Unless if you know what you're doing, don't go storm spotting. That is the most dangerous thing you can do. It would actually be considered chasing. Storm spotting is just reporting. They're clear. I'm listening to like the Skywarn thing, and so I'm hearing like 2 feet, so I'm able to differentiate it. But that one came in so loud, so fast, I can't differentiate that. That's why I'm going quiet a lot, so I'm differentiating 2 of them at once. It's hard to talk, differentiate, and then be able to relay that. So sorry if I go quiet for a period of time. Let's wait on another radar scan. Should be coming here within the next 20 seconds. Is my guess. 20, 30 seconds. Unless we're seeing a feed. DOT on a place scanner. It's nice. We should get a radar update within the next 10 seconds. Is my guess. There we go. Wilson, stay in your tornado safe place. They are closing down Governor Hunt Road in the Wilson area. Extensive major damage is my guess. Flooding, maybe. Ow. Not something we want to hear. DOT's removing a tree near Wilson. I don't exactly know specifics. All I know is a strong tornado happened. Wouldn't surprise me if it's F3. I don't even know what the strongest tornado in a hurricane is. I think it's only F2, F3. F3. Camden, South Carolina. They are now telling crew to take cover. They're saying, that's what I just heard, so. Again, I'm sorry for the horrible coverage tonight that I'm providing, and just don't. It is late. I was woken up by someone who said, strong tornado, you might want to cover this one. It's near Wilson. I'm like, okay. And so we're in Wilson's now getting back another 5400 St. Mary, large tree. Wouldn't be surprised if we get another tornado out of it. Just pointing out. Tornado warning has been updated for Wilson County. I'm going to read out. At 4:04, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Wilson, or 17 miles south of Nashville, moving northwest at 35 miles an hour. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. tree damage is likely. They're probably going to extend this tornado warning from what I'm hearing. There's still enough rotation for me to say that they're going to reissue that tornado warning. So again, if you're in Wilson, you need to stay in your safe place just for about the next 10 minutes. Probably 10 minutes. 7 minutes at most. 7 minutes at minimum. Because it's so much closer to Wilson than... 49-mile-an-hour wind gust. Wilson, most of Wilson should be fine. However, again, Wilson, you need to stay in your safe place because this could move. This could occlude. I've seen tornadoes and hurricanes occlude. It's very rare, but it is possible. It's not going to do anything too messed up, but again, it could occlude back into the storm. Which, if it occluded right where it was, would take it just like that. But that's your current tornadic rotation. We should be receiving a radar update within 40 seconds. So, I want to wait on that before I say anything else. Because I'm relying heavily on radar right now. There are no spotters reporting. I knew there was extensive damage to Springfield Middle School. That was reported by Wilson County Emergency Management. You just saw a photo. Is it on Twitter? Spring Middle School. Latest. Well, wow. I'm not gonna update. I'm gonna move it over there. I can't show you guys an image, but wow. Looks about F1 damage. Oh, you saw it on Facebook. Okay. Looks about maybe EF1, EF2, low end EF3 at most, but it's reposted on my Twitter if you guys want to go check it out. I know, plugging my Twitter now, what convenient timing, but I can't show it here. I'd have to pay to show it. I'm not going to do that right now. The storm is weakening. This is not that popular of an area. Vanceboro was like the most popular in this area, so that's Certainly good news, but Vansboro, you need to be in your turn to safe place. Something near Jacksonville. Severe damage to homes near Lloyd Road, Williams Mill Road, and Lucoma. Yeah. It's expected from a tornado like this. My guess is an EF2, maybe like 130 mile an hour winds, 140 at most. I'm trying to search up on Twitter to find it. Yeah, I figure EF2 on the school. I'm no damage expert, but I do a lot of analysis because I'm a weather enthusiast, so I do a lot of analysis on damage. Then I quiz myself to see if I can see what type of damage is what. Ooh, might actually go out and watch the sunrise this morning. Let's wait on the new reflectivity scan here. As soon as this passes Wilson, I don't care if it's tornado warned or not. I'm going to sleep. Power's on in Lucoma. I normally go by do not leave during a tornado warning, but in the situation I'm in, I have no choice. I gotta get some sleep before I go and do heavy lifting tomorrow or today. It's 3:14 my time, 4:14 in this severe thunderstorm tornado warning. So they're gonna allow that tornado warning to expire, reissue one, not for Wilson. If anything forms back up, I'll be notified and I should be able to come live, but hey, yo, Wilson, you're good to come out of your safe place. Vansboro, you need to stay in your safe place. Let's go and take a look at this through the radar, I think, near Moorhead. Yeah. I saw that. I didn't guess that. Before we end, because I gotta get sleep somehow. Broad rotation north of Vansboro, but that's gonna be it. Well, that's gonna do it. I know I don't usually leave during a tornado warning, but right now, with the work I'm doing tomorrow, if I don't have sleep, someone's gonna be going to the ER and not streaming during a major tornado when I need to be, so. You know, I like covering tornadoes, but at the end of the day, I cannot risk my life until I start chasing next year. Alright, that's going to do it. If you guys, make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings, because just because I end stream does not mean the tornado threat's going to be over. It's still going to continue. It just means I don't think it's going to be that serious, and I need sleep, or I would be here. Alrighty, you guys take care. I will see you guys tomorrow for an update video on the flooding, and maybe a live stream if I'm home soon enough, because I think the tornado threat's going to be pretty big time tomorrow. So, you guys take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.